Sheesh. What is up? What is up? Episode 18. Episode 18, right back. RunsDeep podcast. Coming with you the brunch. Saturday brunch special. E-Huts. Ronald Theodore. The three-man special today.
Holy, wait a second.
I see it. Shut up.
What? What?
Our names are flip-flopped.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Meant to do
What
that.
a choke.
Meant to do that, you know? Alright, yeah. You guys are back in your bodies. What's that movie where they're like flip bodies for like a certain amount of time? It's like pee in the water fountain to like get their bodies back. Have y'all seen that? Like,
There was a Freaky Friday movie. I think that was like a daughter and a mom, though.
this is like, it was like a daughter and a dad, I thought, or maybe it is a daughter and a mom. No,
Wait, what about, was
There's
that
this
a
one-
Christmas movie?
there's the Lindsay Lohan one, and then the old lady with like the short hair, that's in like every movie. But then there was one with like, shit, I don't know who.
Yo,
it
what's
is.
that one, what's that movie where, wasn't it Lindsay Lohan and they're twins and like they switch parents?
Parent Trap.
Parent Trap, dude.
Oh,
such
yeah, I
a,
do remember that.
Such a good movie. Underrated.
No, there was one where there was like two guys, and I remember they have to pee in the like a water fountain, like in the middle of a mall, in order to switch bodies back. And I want to say it was the guy that's in Hot Tub Time Machine, the uncle, but I could be wrong.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll have to do some research elsewhere and figure it out. Come back to you.
Is it an older movie? Like when we were kids or something?
No, probably like 2000s somewhere, middle.
All right, I'm gonna Google peeing in waterfall. And
I looked up switching bodies. I'm trying to find it right now. Freaky Friday keeps popping up. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it
The Change Up.
The Change Up. Yeah, it's 2011.
yep, Mitch and Dave are peeing in a fountain.
Yeah,
You right.
yeah, it was a great movie.
I don't think I've seen it.
So just kind of get us started, it's a quick topic. I know I'd mentioned to you guys that Neymar joined Fortnite, and I thought it was joining like as like an org owner or investing, which I think he is invested in esports, but it's Fortnite is making him the first athlete playable in the game, like as a character. Which
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Like
how-
almost like a skin kind of thing.
Yeah, like it's like you're playing as him in the game as a Fortnite character.
Wait, didn't they have Travis Scott? Oh, wait.
But
He's an athlete.
Yeah, he's the first athlete, which I'm trying to think of like any other games that have that. I don't think there is any other games that have athletes as people you can play as like in a shooter game.
Mm.
Yeah, I
think
don't.
so.
Wait. Not an athlete. Wait, or he was. Wasn't there a guy on Gears of War and he was like an ex wrestler? I'm almost positive.
Is that
Hold
like a-
on.
So like
Sounds like something I should know, but I don't.
like a Ric Flair in Gears of War. Woo! We do that at school.
Dude, you guys definitely
break
know
down,
his
and we'll say, "Give me two."
name.
We go. Woo!
Batista.
Batista? He
You
was?
You could play as Batista. I'm linking you a picture right now. Unless I didn't play Gears, so this could all be fake. But I googled it, it came right up. So I'm gonna put it in the community chat. Look at that. Click on that link. It's just Batista in a Gears of War
Oh,
uniform.
wow.
I think, and I'm pretty sure you played as him, Eric, when we played Gears. I'm not. if I
What?
remember Right? Yeah, I don't know
No
why I
way.
remember that.
I don't know why I
He
don't
looks
remember
like
this
a
at
Gears of
all.
War character, like
Yeah, he
in real
does.
life. But one thing that I was like thinking about with Neymar is I don't know how much you guys know about him, but he is like an avid gamer, like big time. Like his go-to game, and he streams it, is actually Counter-Strike, and he's actually very good at it. He's not like, you know, you see these like athletes and celebrities that play games and it's like, okay, they're just doing it because it's, you know, it's growing and they want to touch base with their fan base. No, he's legitimately, I think he got up to like Supreme or Global Elite on matchmaking.
Wow.
He plays like competitive matches like on like the third party like programs. Again, he's actually good. I don't know how much he's been playing lately, but I know last year he played a lot and streamed a lot, which I'm sure it was
Yeah.
probably due to COVID.
I don't know much about Neymar at all. I just know he's massive in soccer. Like,
Yeah.
massive.
He's probably like a top 10 soccer athlete in the world.
I've
Yeah.
seen some of
One of
his
the
like,
biggest names for sure.
Twitter clips, and I mean, he is pretty good.
Talking about soccer or gaming?
Gaming.
Either one.
Yeah, his Counter Strike stuff is cool.
It's weird because
I've
you
not
don't
seen that.
hear about a lot about that. guys that
Yeah.
are professional athletes that are actually good at the game. I mean, you get athletes now that are playing like Call of Duty and shit like that, but that ain't the same. Playing Warzone and being good at Warzone is not the same as being good at like a game like Valorant or Counter Strike or PUBG and shit like that. Because you
Right.
get
Yeah.
people like OBJ, he streams Warzone all the time, like almost on the daily, at least a couple times a week.
Yeah, you're definitely seeing the crossover with a lot more of the crossover with athletes and gamers.
Yeah, it's and you see guys start to invest too. I think they're seeing the long term potential of it because there is a market
Yeah, I was,
for it.
I was just seeing. I saw a picture on Twitter the other day. It was of Tim the Tatman and Nick Merckx with Mike Evans.
Really?
Yeah,
Like doing a gaming thing or just met him?
I would assume it had something to do with the gaming, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I
yeah, they
think-
were
I
both
know
wearing his
they went to the
jersey.
Super Bowl. I know that. Both of
think,
them
like,
did.
There are so many athletes. Like, I think Juju plays. What's he playing? Is he on Fortnite or is he on COD?
He's on Phase.
Yeah,
Probably COD, I would assume.
I think it's COD though. But yeah, no, it is cool crossover. It's a good look too, and you have so many kids that love sports, and then kids these days love gaming, so it's the perfect match.
Yeah. Trying to find the topics here. The one that I've been waiting to hear about, I guess we could probably just kind of switch over. You guys have mentioned it, and I don't know anything about it. What happened with Ludwig or whatever you guys were talking about?
Dude, Ludwig is doing something crazy right now. So he's been live for I think it's actually been a week now at this point. And he started with the intentions of possibly just doing a 24-hour live stream and a subathon. So, in order for the count to go up 24 hours, he needs 9,000 subs. He started off at 30,000 subs, expected to only go 24 hours, and he's like, I didn't even want to do 24, and it just went viral, like 3-4 times. And he has been live for about a week straight. And if you go to his stream, his timer is still at 67 hours until he could stop his stream. But every time it gets to like 60, it goes right back to 70 because that's how much people are subscribing.
And, like,
it is
People don't want him to
nonstop.
stop.
Yeah, I mean, he's live streaming every aspect of his life. When he showers, when he eats, when he sleeps, everything. So it's insane.
There was a movie about that where the guy like had a camera crew that like followed him around for his whole life. Back in like the late 90s, and the dude like ended up going crazy trying to get out of it, and it's like that's kind of becoming a reality with stuff like this. People who IRL stream, people who are making like vlogs and whatnot, they just share every aspect of their life. But
Well,
I mean,
the thing with Ludwig that's crazy is like he started with 30,000 subs. He made a video after 3 days that he posted to his channel, like talking about it, and he was talking about it as he thought it was going to stop very soon. And this was 3 days in. He's now been a week in. This was 3 days in. He was at 51,500 subs, and he started at 30,000.
Jeez.
And people were like breaking down the stats of it and seeing like if he keeps up the pace, how long he'll be going for. And they're saying it would be well over 500 hours, which is over 20 days.
Oh man.
yeah, see,
Nonstop live streaming.
I just pulled up a stream and it shows 37 hours, but it probably just got reset at some point.
It's
All right.
67 right now. If you look on his screen at the top.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that means his stream probably disconnected, just restarted or something along those lines, and that's probably why it shows that down there. But he was the dude that recently donated $50,000 to get an hour of playtime with Shroud for a charity.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I think you
Yep.
brought that up the other day, right?
Which
Or
is
you brought that up in the
crazy.
stream, maybe.
Because it's safe to say he made that money back already.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude,
Yeah.
do you guys see? Is that a race car bed?
Yeah, he sleeps in a race car bed.
I mean, what the actual fuck?
This
That's
dude,
funny.
This dude
Yep.
is a living meme.
Dude, he has a girlfriend named Cutie Cinderella, right? And he just got back from like I don't know if it was a vacation or something, but he lives with his girlfriend, so he had to do a week long quarantine. And his first day back, he decided to do this. So his girlfriend's like I don't have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like but she streams and is in like this world too. She's a pretty big like YouTuber and shit. So,
Did
but yeah, it's been nuts, dude. The amount of money that he's making. Oh, and half is going to charity. So
That's good.
Okay, that's smart.
And he also lives in California, which is 50% tax.
Yeah,
So.
well,
Oh,
not if you're doing charity streams and you're saying, "Hey, I'm donating this money to charity." There's your tax write-off.
It's not a charity stream though. It's
I know,
like
but
he
but
just
if
seems to be donating half of it, I think.
that's what I'm saying though, like it's he may not directly be doing it to charity stream, but if he takes it and donates to charity with it, anytime you donate to charity, you write those off as on your taxes, and then you don't owe back money to the IRS because you donated X amount. So that's why you see a lot of these big companies and like these millionaires that donate so much because it gets them tax breaks. Just smart.
Mm-hmm.
Rather pay a charity than pay the government. It makes sense.
Apparently
this
he's on he's going to break Ninja's all-time active subs too.
Oh my
Ninja
god.
during Fortnite was at 200 at Ninja's peak, 285,000 subs, and apparently Ludwig is on pace to break that.
That's crazy.
Damn,
That's a
man.
lot
And
of
no one has
money.
even gotten close to touching Ninja's, like not even half of that.
That's $1.5 million.
That's a genius idea. I mean, this is just such a smart idea. And
Yeah,
if,
I'm about to load up my stream and be like, I'm not gonna stop streaming until I hit 10 subs.
yeah,
And
like
I'll
CP,
probably never stop for a month.
we looked them up the other night, like around like I think like 9 or 10 maybe, and it's just him sleeping, dude. It's just him sleeping in bed, and people are subbing and going crazy.
Sleep streams have been a thing for a while. One dude that made them that was really really popular with them, who does them pretty frequently. If you guys know who Asian Andy is,
Yep.
he does them all the time. But what he does is he synchronizes it to where like if you donate a certain amount or gift a certain amount of subs, it interacts with his room. So like strobe lights will start going off and it blares like music as loud as possible. And then he has a threshold where if he like hits a certain amount, like if you donate like $100, he has to go. What's he call it? He has to like go into some kind of mode. He has to get up out of bed and rip his shirt off. So he gets up and he rips his shirt off.
That.
Yeah, and then he puts on another one. He's like, God, again, at like 3 a.m, wakes up middle of the night just to booming lights and sounds and just rips it off, and it's just hilarious.
I think Rev loves that guy, doesn't he? Is it Rev or is it somebody else?
I think Rev may have been the one that told me about him. I've watched those. They're funny as shit, but this is different because Ludwig has done a sleep stream before too. This is just different. This is just like a non-stop. Like he's got to just be so drained, right?
Dude, what
Like,
about
he's
that
just gotta
internet
be so
bill?
over it. I mean, the amount of money he's making.
No, I know.
He can
That
cover
electricity
that.
bill.
His mods when he's sleeping, CP, he has his mods that go in his Discord and talk, and they'll like talk to the chat to keep him entertained.
Nice. You know what I think Twitch needs to do? I think Twitch needs to have a paid moderation service to where Twitch pays moderators directly. So streamers have
actually.
a direct, safe, and secure person, and it gives back to the community because then it gives people jobs. And they've got the money to do it and say, okay, hey, these are dedicated moderators you can have in your chat at all times. Once you reach, maybe it's only for partners, people who average 75 viewers, whatever, and you don't just want to give it to someone random. Or someone in the chat, you want to give it to someone you can trust that's going to be there, and they're paid by the day. They work normal 9 to 5s, or in this case maybe 5 to 9s or whatever.
Yeah.
And just like a paid moderation service, because sometimes the bots are cool and all, but they're just not. I don't know. There's no like subjectivity.
Connection.
Yeah, like it's a gray area.
Don't some of the streamers pay their mods already?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah,
I think
I know a lot of them give stuff.
Built-in thing though.
Yeah, like a built-in, like you can say you request mod, and then the first one you can request like 10 or whatever, and maybe it takes like a percentage of like your ad rates for that day or something. I don't know, something along those lines. I just think it would be a cool idea for Twitch to incorporate it.
Yeah, I like that.
Did you guys ever see there's a clip like probably a month and a half ago of XQC seeing how much money he's given out by gifting subs?
No way.
He didn't.
No, I haven't seen that.
He didn't realize it, and he pulled out a calculator because someone said, "Look how many gifted subs you've given," because he was like the number one on his leaderboard or whatever.
Wow.
He had gifted like $100 and something thousand, and he didn't know how much it was. And he pulled out the calculator and he just like looked at his camera like, chat. There's no way I've gifted $500,000. What?
That is crazy.
What the fuck? And he's like freaking. Shit was hilarious.
Yeah, that's nuts. Like shit can get out of hand, but they all like bet, like they'll make bets with gifted subs and shit. You know, I would too.
That'd be a sad day.
XQC is fine though, dude. He averages like 50,000 a day.
Yeah, he'll make that back in less than a week.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the type of guy that could do what Ludwig's doing. He's like that kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, Mizkif and Lug are like really close friends and shit. Mizkif has got to be jealous.
Yeah, because that's the same thing there. I think he could do it too.
Yeah.
That's,
Built different.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the Valkyrie video?
I have not.
Yes. You haven't
With
seen CP?
MGK?
No.
You gotta see it.
So
It's actually just pretty crazy, dude. Like, and I think you said you watched the behind the scenes video too, didn't you, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it, and man, it's just like so crazy how she got that connection. It just seemed kind of like out of the blue, random, right?
Well, kind of not really. So, MGK did a song with Corpse, and Corpse is like close friends with Valkyrie. And the thing with Corpse is no one has ever seen what he looks like. So when MGK wanted to do a music video, Corpse was like, "Well, I'm not gonna be in it." So then I guess get the closest person to Corpse, which I guess is Valkyrie.
Yeah, maybe. But she absolutely crushed the music video. And like the behind the scenes video, it's like I guess she showed up to like it looked kind of like a warehouse, and she went in there with a pretty good idea of what it was going to be, but then it ended up just being like a lot more. I think she thought she was going to be like a smaller part in the video, but then she was like a solid like half of the video.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. She thought she was gonna be doing one part, and she ended up being there all night.
Yeah.
But yeah, props to her. I mean, that had to have been out of her comfort zone, right?
Yeah, that's
Doing
what
a
I'm thinking.
music video, that's pretty crazy.
Because she has that, she has like an open personality. I feel like she seems like nice and everything, but I also think I get like an introverted vibe. And if I was gonna show up to something like that, I would feel so awkward, especially with like
Oh
such
yeah,
a famous person,
yeah,
MGK. Oh man.
yeah. Meeting them for the first time, and you're just
Yeah.
fucking wearing a full body latex, screaming at a
Right?
camera.
Yeah. She had to go to like a sex shop for that,
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
which is so funny.
So did she, was she just like
She
walk,
killed
was
it
she
though.
just like walking around in the video, or was she dancing?
No, she was acting as if she was Corpse in the video.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
So
she was doing his lines, but like crazy shit, like upside down, screaming at a camera. 'Cause it was like it's kind of a not a
Do you think
hardcore
he's-
music video, but
like a dark song.
Do you think
Yeah,
he's
dark.
revealed his face to anyone behind the scenes? Or do you think it's still like legitimately,
no one knows. No, some people know.
you think?
He probably has.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like super close people had to have maybe, but maybe not. Maybe that's why he's getting so big is that mystery is just so appealing to
It's
people.
his voice. His
Yeah.
voice is why
And
he's
put
got
put his
big.
voice on top of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, but the amount of pressure you'd have to be under now, like, because people probably have already putting a face to him of what he looks like, you know what I mean? And if he ever does reveal, like, I don't know, people could be let down, I guess. I don't know.
I
Like, there's
had
a lot
to
of
like
Not
pressure
the
on that.
expectations that they had, kind of thing. They have a certain
Right, yeah.
idea in their head.
I mean, that happens with. You take yourself back to a time when you're playing Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, and you didn't know what your buddies looked like, and then you saw them for the
Yeah.
first time, and you're like, oh,
I still
Okay.
only have
What
a
he looked
vague
like.
memory of what I think Hacksta looks like from back in the day. I think I saw.
yeah, that was
I
different.
think I saw one
That was
one
different.
picture of him that he like shared, and I can't find it anymore. I'm like, I think I know, but I don't know, man. Did you ever play with Deadly Dan?
Yes.
I got in a Skype call. It was like me, him, Ghana, Grizz, and someone else. And Deadly Dan turned his camera on, and I saw him for the first time. And this dude was like a 48-year-old, like looked like a chief of like an Indian tribe with like this long whiskery mustache. Had a cigarette in his mouth and these
That's
big
so
old glasses.
funny.
I was like, yeah, that's actually kind of what I expected. Kind
Yeah.
I kind of assumed that's something along the lines of what you're gonna look like.
Dude, it was a big deal back in the day to like show your face.
Yeah.
It
was a big deal. It was like, oh man, am I actually gonna do this?
Well, man, just how times have changed. If you don't have a webcam now, you're just excluded from becoming popular. You know what I mean? Like you have to have a webcam in your videos, and it's just like that's just what the standards are now.
Well,
ZX
maybe.
Kyle Z. Robert said ZX
Yeah.
Kyle Z. Did you guys remember him?
Yeah, I remember him. I don't know what he looked like though.
Dude, I'm getting super nerd vibes from him, but he was a freak at COD though.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some rare instances where I think it makes people bigger. Like Dream, the biggest Minecrafter, like he's massive. No one knows what he looks like. Same with Corpse. Schlatt was like that for a long time. So I think it benefits some people, that mystery,
Yeah.
but for the majority of people,
Reeves,
yeah,
I
you gotta
Reeves.
have. I Reeves, one of the biggest. Boy or girl?
Australian girl.
I think
I
it's
don't know.
no, I think it's confirmed.
Oh
boy.
no.
Is it a?
I think it's confirmed, boy.
People thought it
reason
was
why-
darkness.
Okay, no. I don't think you guys have seen it. Oh man, I should have told you guys about this.
There's like
Darkness.
conspiracy videos on like people like linking
Well-
accounts and like sharing and whatnot, and
Yeah. Do you guys remember Kai 08?
yeah.
Like the crazy clip on what is that Showdown? Like with like the quad headshot feed, like one of the first, just absolutely sick. Well,
Mhm.
that dude is back and he's rewatching montages, and he rewatched an iReaps montage with Darkness as a special guest, and they kind of touched on that, and they confirmed that at least that's what they're saying. They confirmed iReaps is a dude, and his name was Ashley. It was just a man, and his name was Ashley. He like went by Ash.
So what about the people that played with Reaps? Did no one like leak that info that it was actually a dude?
I don't know. Like, so what Darkness kind of explained was that they knew a girl would go viral, so they just went with it and just rolled that train that iReaps was a girl, and it was really just a guy named Ashley just grinding. So I don't know.
It worked.
Yeah, for fucking
Biggest
sure,
name for like 100% for that time.
dude. And then biggest names right now. Have you guys seen Aiden? You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
obviously follow him, right?
Yeah,
No.
Can you
animal.
guys? What? Yes, you do.
Aiden?
You don't know who Aiden is at all?
You know Aiden. He's a Warzone player, like an absolute animal, dude.
Well, he started off on Fortnite, is where like he made a name for himself.
Yeah.
Plays with a controller.
I see it in I see his name in the recent videos or recommended.
Yeah,
but
well, and I linked the tweet that Subliners posted, but Subliners picked him up, which maybe I'm over exaggerating. If you haven't heard of him, CP, maybe I am over exaggerating, but I thought he was like a household name. This dude is an absolute animal, and people are skeptical on like why did he sign to Subliners, because they're kind of like not as popular as some of the other orgs. Like, why is this dude not on FaZe? Why is this dude not on 100 Thieves? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Maybe he just wanted to compete. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
mean,
know.
is he gonna be like a pro in Warzone or something?
I don't.
Is that the
I don't
idea, or
think
is
so. I
he?
think he's a content creator. Is like the
Oh.
verbiage they used. Which I mean, he's creating content from Warzone. So I mean, I'm sure he's doing all those tournaments and stuff. So he's competing in that aspect. But I think he's
Right.
more of a content creator.
Yeah, that is interesting. Why would you go to a smaller team? Maybe they just offered him the bag, you know?
Yeah, either that or like maybe Subliners is like you said, offering the bag. Maybe they really are just trying to make some moves and become more of a popular org. Like I was explaining, like before we started the podcast, I was watching like the Optic pregame show, and they had Zuma on there, and Zuma, I guess, is another content creator for Subliners. So I think they are starting to maybe try and grab some people, but yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like Aiden, damn, dude. I just feel like he could have gotten even bigger if he joined a different org, but I'm sure he'll do fine.
Who's the guy going back to the whole face reveal stuff? He's like a CS:GO guy, but he also does like podcasts. He's a huge podcast, and he always wears like a medieval times like helmet. And
Oh
and no one
gosh,
knows-
I forgot his
there was like a
name.
drama with
I have
him
no idea.
because he was like at a Twitch party, and someone like recognized his voice, but no one knew who he was yet. And some fan recognized his voice and asked him, "Are you so and so?" And he was like, "Yeah." And the dude like was like starting to take pictures of him, and it was like a huge drama. Like he's like, "Don't delete those pictures. Don't take pictures of me." Blah 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 blah. But like,
It's his name is Swagger Souls.
Yeah.
He's massive
He's-
too.
yeah.
He's just
Didn't a similar thing happen to Doc?
Yeah, it was because that was Burger Planet. That was one of the guys from Ice Poseidon's like squad with what are they called, the ZX network or something like that he started for little IRL streamers. There's a dude named Burger Planet, which like just this weird guy, like 30 years old, was always getting made fun of, like doing stuff for like content, but like cringe worthy. And he like streamed Golden Boy. He did like a bunch of big streamers and stuff, and he was at a Twitch party, and he was like recording Doc, and Doc was like, "Hey, listen, don't record me." And then like, he's like, "Okay," he's like, just go away, and he's like, "Okay, I will." And he like walked away, and then like turned around and did like a selfie view with Doc in the background. He walked up and he goes, "I just fucking told you, don't fucking record me." He's like, "If you ever do that again," blah, blah.
6'8"
Yeah.
animal.
And you could just see it in Doc's eyes, like he meant straight business. Like, I will fuck you up if you keep doing this.
Well, that's his brand. Yeah, you're an asshole. Is what you are. You're an asshole.
But
Yeah.
if you know,
I mean, that's his entire brand. Most people know obviously what he kind of looks like, especially after like he broke the fourth wall when he uploaded that video to his channel. Do you remember that?
the Twitch stream he did,
And
where he
yeah,
went
it
live
was a
out
Twitch
of
stream.
costume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went
Yeah.
live, not in costume.
That
But he still pulls it off. I mean, everyone knows.
Yeah.
Well, and
I
he's
knew
kind of
before that ever came out.
he's in the news recently too. He just tweeted out, and I put it in the podcast chat. I don't know if you guys see that, but you see the picture that he just tweeted out. You're gonna have to like actually click on it and like look at the to-do list. And I don't know if you can make anything out. But number
Harry
2.
Courage to platinum, I see.
Do you see number 2? And I'm pretty sure he's trolling, dude. But it says announce CDL team.
That's probably a troll. I don't
I
know.
mean, yeah, but people are making some theories, dude. I'm pretty sure he's getting into a scene, and people think it could be either COD, because that's kind of his roots, or that motherfucker's opinion has changed on Valorant. I don't know if you guys remember early days Valorant, but he said it was a snooze fest, blah, blah, blah. That dude
it is to watch.
about Valorant
It
now.
is to watch
and he's
unless
saying,
you're like top tier and like and you know what you're doing.
yeah.
You think Valorant is tough to watch?
Yeah, for someone who's not like,
I don't think
for
it
someone
is.
who doesn't actively watch it or play it and understand everything that's going on.
All the abilities and
Yeah.
everything, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, think about fucking League. Imagine,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's why I
There's
never watch it.
100 things.
I watched the introduction to like the international event and then I turn it off because the opening ceremony is fucking crazy. People flying in on parachutes and Imagine Dragons playing in a sold out stadium of 120,000 people and people banging on drums the size of boats. Like it's
Yeah.
But then
But no, Doc said, and Jake Lucky kind of covered this story, but he said, like, go Valorant or go home. Like, he's saying if you're an investor and you're not in Valorant, then you're making a huge mistake. And Doc's got the money. He's probably going to be investing in Valorant. So that's why people are thinking possible org and Valorant for that.
Or he's trolling because remember that time where he took off for a while? That rumor is going around that he's starting his own org.
I think
So he could be playing off of those rumors,
think
maybe.
he's an extremely smart, business savvy guy who knows how to keep his name around. His name's around already. He's not going anywhere because he is who he is. But he's very good at balancing like keeping it a mystery and then being serious. Because like his to-do list says, Timmy Tinder's bro montage. 2, announce CDL team. 3, send Nick Merckx a real workout program. And 4, carry Courage to platinum. So it's like he's like teetering between like seriousness and also like memeing.
I think that carry Courage to platinum, I think that means Valorant platinum.
Yeah, I don't know what else it would be.
I'm pretty sure that group is playing. Like I think Valkyrie was on it the other day. So that mix of
Valkyrie's
people.
been playing it a lot. Like that squad of people, Valkyrie, Toast, and
Dude, I'm
all
glad,
them, they've
man.
been playing it.
Like we've been preaching it, and I want to put the eggs in the basket, and I'm just glad that people are kind of switching over. Fucking like Shroud is about it, dude. Like about it.
That's what I was saying yesterday. I think he's relieved and it's very easy for him to watch because he enjoys it, but he was getting burnt out of like having to like practice and all that whenever he was doing a professional Counter-Strike player. So now he gets to just sit back, collect money, and talk about shit like and pick his brain. It's like right up his alley. Golden Boy said, "I do not understand anything about League." He said, "Facts. I do not understand anything about League when I watch." So I'm glad I'm not the only one there. I understand there's 3 lanes, there's different champions that you can choose, but that's about it. I mean, that's too much.
Yeah. I play it and I still don't know what the hell's going on.
I say that all the time too, like with Counter-Strike. Like that's why it's just the best FPS of all time that's ever come out. Like 20 years of success can't be replicated. We need more data for any other game to take over, but it's also like visually for someone who doesn't know much about it, who's just watching someone play a shooter, it was easy to follow. Like it's not crazy. And that's the hard part about Valorant is they got to find a way to make it where it's easy to follow while not being boring.
But don't you think that someone that watches, let's say they watch like 3 hours of a Valorant stream, like Pro Match or something, don't you think by the end, if they come in knowing nothing, by the end they'll probably understand
Like they'll
like
catch
a
on.
lot of stuff. Yeah, like it's not like it's gonna take like it's impossible to catch on it. Like League would take a super long time, I would think, to know like every person's or hero, whatever they called, abilities and
Yeah.
each position and what they're supposed to be doing and everything. But with Valorant, I feel like after a couple of hours of watching, you
Um,
probably
yeah,
know.
I mean, I think you pick up on stuff like that, but I think just to keep it like faster pace for the viewer, like they're doing better at like using different camera angles to like watch sites being taken. So like they'll put like instead of like
Yeah.
someone's perspective, they'll put like an aerial view of like Seaside on Haven, and you can see all the utility coming in, and you can see on the minimap people coming. So it's just like fine tuning the UI to where it's easy for people to keep up with what's going on between that, and then also still showing the player's perspective as they take a side or as they make a play.
Well, dude, and they know it's an issue. Like Riot knows that they want their game to be easily to be like viewed because they've gone through so many overlays. Like, and I remember like when Valorant was first being streamed at a pro level, like for those events, we were even saying like these overlays are trash. And then like the next event it got a little bit better. Then the next event it got a little bit better. And now it's like decent, but there's still always room for improvement.
Yeah,
For
I mean
sure.
that's just gonna be. It just comes with time. I mean it's a game that's only been a year old, so you're not gonna have the perfect UI. You're not gonna have the perfect interface and everything right away. It's gotten better. I think the adding the orb, not the orb points, but your like ultimate points around the character's like name is good. I think
Yeah.
them putting the names on the side is good. I did see one issue that Shroud talked about whenever he was streaming the Masters tournament was as if they want streamers to stream the tournament like that, like people like Shroud and all these other big names, then they need to figure out a way to where people, because there was nowhere for them to put their face cam anywhere without
Oh,
blocking, yeah,
really?
without him blocking some type of important, whether it be minimap, kill feed, player names, from each team, or like a
Yeah.
score. So there's nowhere for him to put it. So they'll have. I think that'll be something to address, but maybe not really because that's kind of it's not like a typical match. Like usually when you watch like a pro match of some kind of event, you don't see the casters. So I don't think that's a
Yeah.
long term thing. I think it's just like a short term thing.
I think we have lower bracket round 3 today. Envy versus Gen G. And I think Shroud was saying he wants Envy to win, and then that would push them to the lower bracket final versus FaZe, and then he wants Envy to win that, and then he wants a FaZe Sentinels match, and he wants Envy to take it all. But dude, touching on the grand final for this VCT Masters or whatever, Sentinels actually made it to grand finals, man, with tens.
Yeah, he filled into Sinatra's spot. Like they're the perfect, like almost the same style, like kind of aggressive but smart play style. So he fits their system well, and he had
Yeah,
multiple options to join other teams.
yeah.
Actually, well, there was talk whenever Hiko was talking about on his stream, like, oh, if there's a way for us to have added tens, we would have, but the way contracts work, you guys just don't understand. It's just not possible. And then it did
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm
It
sure.
did that. Not the Always Sunny. What's the curb your?
Curb Your
Yeah,
Enthusiasm.
it played that song right after, and then it showed all the tweets coming out with Tens joins Sentinels, blah 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 blah, and then it shows Tens just shitting all over him on the
Oh
tournament.
no.
It's like, so it was possible. You just have to, it's cost money, which makes me wonder:
Yeah.
was 100 Thieves not willing to dish out the money for Tins' probably lucrative contract, or what did they? Was he lying? They
Probably.
just didn't investigate that possibility at all.
Yeah, I don't know. They picked up some guy named Ethan. I don't know anything about him.
He came from Counter Strike. His Elias was actually Naughty. It was Nahte. Is Ethan backwards, but people thought it was Naughty for a long time, but it was just Ethan. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dude, people love doing that shit on CS, huh?
Uh,
Fucking Skylar and Relics or
yeah,
whatever.
you either do your name backwards or you just do a name and then you put CS at the end.
Hell yeah.
I'd be lying if I didn't say my Twitch at one point was Crispy CS.
Oh shit. Okay.
I do agree though. Sentinels all the way, man. I love Shazam. That dude is hilarious. Probably one of my favorite people to watch play. I was watching Tins play last night, and the way he was playing, dude, I just don't see Sentinels being stopped. I don't know if there's anyone. He's the best player in the world, and he's just doing things. I'm like, I couldn't have processed half of that in an entire match. Like he's just raw aim is unreal.
I watched a TikTok of Tens, and it was him playing deathmatch on Ascent, and he's just in the middle of the map, just looking. Cat kills a guy, looks mid, kills a
I've
guy,
seen that.
looks Link, kills a guy, just spinning in a circle in the middle of the map, just fragging everyone. I'm like, okay,
Probably talking to
Dude,
his
it's
chat while
so-
doing it.
It's so defeating. Have you ever seen him play aim labs? I've been trying to play a lot of aim labs lately, and then you watch a
Yeah.
video of him doing it, and you're just like, what am I doing? Why am I even trying? There's
Yeah.
people like that out there. It's unbelievable.
That's where you're like,
Yeah.
all right, I just got to find a way to outsmart someone like that because he's going to be aggressive. I just got to
Right?
get into a position.
That's what I'm saying, dude. We're
Dude,
older.
bring it back to Ghost.
Yeah, we're older. We need to have some fucking strategies, dude. Use our brains.
That
Beat
was
these
our
kids.
motto in Ghost. Remember, not the best gun skill, but we have the best plays.
Yeah.
I've
Fuck, man.
I've played against a lot of these pro players, and some in Valorant, some in Counter Strike. But man, I don't know, dude. You just got to be smart. You got to position. That's the only thing you can do. Because if you get into just a straight up normal gun battle, they're gonna win it most of the time.
Yeah. Well, shit. What else we got today? Anything else in the news?
Let's see here. I'm scrolling through looking.
There was that COD story. I don't know if we want to touch on it or not. It's just like some comms were leaked, which was kind of weird. Just like the CDL kind of goofed up a little bit, and I think it's like a confirmed goof up because they did delete the tweet, and I think they deleted the video. But the CDL, whoever the fuck their editor is, or whoever makes their content creation decisions, decided to post a video of just like comms. Some of the comms were like pre-game, some of the comms were in the game, and some of the comms were like post-game. But the pre-game comms were like just the teams talking so much trash to each other, and like the teams didn't know that those comms could even be recorded.
Oh,
So it was kind of like
That's surprising that they weren't aware.
overstepping. Well, I mean, they made it clear they didn't know, because then Hex made like a vlog, and he was vlogging when they realized that their comms got leaked. So it got to the point where like Hex was like, dude, we're gonna figure out a way where we can like somehow mute our comms pregame but still talk to each other endgame, because I don't know, man. It just wasn't right, kind of, that the CDL just snagged those comms, and it was like people talking trash.
Well,
Like it was like,
You remember
I
yeah,
don't know.
that's fucked
when
up.
they used to do like the Astro Gaming listen-ins in the Call of Duty tournaments back in the day? Like they would say
Mhm.
something that was really probably in today's culture cancelable.
Hell yeah,
And
hell
they'd
yeah.
be like, yo, chill. They could be listening or they could be showing this because they would do a listen in like
But
mid-tournament. And if you got caught,
There's a difference though, because they're aware that they could do listen-ins in the beginning, like when in the middle of them playing, they know that they can do those
Yeah.
listen-ins. But in order to like release shit that was pregame and postgame without them knowing, that's pretty scummy.
well,
Yeah.
That's like, imagine like NFL mic'd up doing that. Like in the locker room before the game, you're just hearing all this shit talk. You
You're
know what I
trying to
mean?
get
They would
hyped
never
up.
do
You're
that.
trying to get fired up. You know what I mean? Like you're telling your team these guys fucking suck and we're gonna beat them. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Right.
well, see, like, I don't know, because like I said, I come from playing a lot of Counter Strike before Valorant, and they record all of the team speaks like for like an hour before they start. Just even when they're on warm up servers, not even in the actual the lobby for the match, and they have their
Oh, really?
audio being recorded, and they also have the tournament admins behind watching to see what they're doing and listening. That's what their headsets for. They can hear everything they say. And sometimes it leads to really, really funny shit, and they'll release it. Like, it's just, I think I've shared some of those ones with you when they're like, yo, are these Red Bulls just for show, or can we actually drink them? And like, no, yeah, you can actually drink them. You can drink them.
That's funny.
But, you know, I like the TikTok that I sent you guys yesterday, right? With Formal, where, I mean, CDL sent these guys cameras to set up that stream, their setup behind them for cheating integrity, so people can't cheat, so they can always have a live stream of their screen, so they know, okay, there's something weird going on here. And so you would think if they have that rolling at all times, even late night, whenever you're off doing your own thing, if you're Formal in his case, and that thing is still up and recording, that like, hey, there's probably a chance they might be recording what we're saying before the game starts. And for context, if you're watching this, you're not sure what I'm talking about. Formal, his anti-cheat integrity camera that CDL sent him to watch his screen was still on and recording when he decided to choke the chicken.
What's yeah, I was looking. I was trying to say that. I forget what it was
When he went
called.
to Pound Town with a solo sesh. And then he said, I just looked at the camera and did, and then bit his lip.
Yeah, he said he finished. Like, what the fuck?
What?
You didn't watch
Yeah,
it?
he said he didn't. He said he just powered through
He
it.
powered through it.
Yeah.
He bit his lip and looked at
There's someone on the other side of that camera that's like, what the fuck?
So he
Eric,
got
you
a
didn't
he
watch
got a
the
DM
TikTok, did
message
you?
black.
No, I guess
Dude,
not.
it's I'll resend it to you. It's gold. His integrity camera was playing, and he didn't realize till after mid jerk sesh that it was recording the whole time. He's like, there could be someone watching, and he goes, screw it, I'm just gonna keep going. He goes, and then I finished. I look at the camera, and he bit his lip and did that face that UCLA guys in me.
Bro, what?
And then he looked at the camera and said, "Did you enjoy the show?" And then just turned it off.
Dude, like, are you
Jesus.
guys? I'm loving Formal recently. Like this past like year or so, I feel like he's seriously just like become more open, and he's just funny as fuck. Like, imagine this dude did that like years
He's
ago.
got to be getting close to retirement. He's got to be thinking
He
long
would
term
be
and creating content and trying to make
maybe
it
creating
and getting
content.
his face out there.
Yeah.
Because that's what I feel like the trend is like once people start kind of getting out of the competitive scene, they start focusing more on content and getting clips and getting their name out there. And then you hear the big, oh, blah, 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 retires. So I would not be surprised in the next year, maybe a year and a half, if we hear that.
Dude, yeah, I was literally just telling Eric because I was watching the CDL, and he's like, "Why the fuck are you watching that?" And I'm like, "Dude, there's still people that I want to see kind of play, like Scumpy, Formal, Crim6, like Clay. But man, it's a matter of time before those dudes are out, and then I'm probably just not gonna watch COD anymore, honestly.
For
I
sure.
won't know anyone in COD anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I won't. Yeah, I don't think I'll really
I'll know
care.
the Hukes because he's still young and he's like a rising star, or he's a star at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a rising star, but how old is that kid now? Because I know before teams didn't want him because he couldn't compete for COD champs because he wasn't 18.
Yeah. Well, dude, he's like the NV cover boy, dude.
Yeah.
That's such a good pickup by them.
been
Like,
with
he
them
fragged
forever.
on Halo for them. Yeah, fragged on Halo, then just came to COD and was like, you know what? I'll be a COD MVP also.
He's been with Envy for I think 5 or 6 years now, for a while,
Yeah.
since he was like 15, 16 years old. Because that was the thing is they had to drop him off the roster, but he was still a part of the organization because he couldn't compete at COD champs.
Yeah.
So, David Dobrik released a apology or like a video like talking about all the allegations and whatnot. I don't know if you know
Yeah.
much about it.
Well, and, no, we touched on. Is it the same stuff from
Yeah, it's the
last
same
episode?
stuff where his they like pranked his friend to make out with Jason Nash, and then he came
It's
out later.
it's actually different.
It's even more now.
It's a lot more now.
Oh
Even
God.
even worse. But he made that apology video, I think, in reaction to what we talked about last podcast. But like as that apology video was coming out, more allegations were also coming out.
Yeah.
That he filmed a bit in his vlog where his buddy Dom had was going to have a threesome with some chicks. I guess they met at like a college party, and I guess they were underage and really not feeling it. So David went and bought these underage girls alcohol and got them drunk,
Allegedly.
so they would allegedly, yes, commit to the vlog, the skit in the vlog. And I guess one girl was blacked out and she came forward. So I mean, he can't do anything right at the moment. It's getting pretty
And
bad.
They said from their
Yeah.
stance they didn't know they were underage, so they weren't aware. They knew that they were under.
Who said that?
They knew they were under 21, but they didn't. I think one of them was under 18, and they didn't know that. But they knew they were under 21.
One of them was under 18.
I think so. I could be wrong though.
Well, when I was saying underage, I didn't mean under the age of
Consent.
You meant drinking age.
consent.
Yeah.
I meant drinking
Yeah.
drinking age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I hope it's not true, man. Like, say it ain't so, cause I fucking love David Dobrik. I really do. And it's like, if
Yeah.
it's too good to be true, and his vlogs, like, he did some fucking bad shit, I'm gonna be pissed off, cause
Well, that's the thing too.
I just want there to be a good person. I just want there to be a good person
Dude,
that
I
becomes
think
famous,
he
and there's
is.
no bad backstory. Like, please.
He said like, I'm sorry. There's a reason why I've separated myself from these people. That our ideas don't align. I apologize for the mistakes I've made and decisions of who I surround myself around in the past. That's not who I am. Like, came off
Okay.
very guilty vibes, so it was not a good
But
not a good
dude,
look for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but you got Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas who have this podcast called Frenemies, and
Yeah.
they go so far back into like David Dobrik podcasts, and we'll pull like little snippets of shit, and we'll be like, "See, look at this, look at this." It's like, could you imagine having somebody going back like years and picking apart like every piece of content you ever made to try to like find something that you said?
They have
You know what I mean?
that
For sure.
on Ethan Klein, and it's pretty bad.
Yeah, but now he's like a total justice warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad, man. That's the internet, man.
His
You
own
just
wife,
got to be so
his
careful.
own wife called him out like on his podcast because he was talking about like if it was like late at night and then you like walk by an alley and there's like a 6'7" black guy near you, you wouldn't be scared compared to it being a 6'7" white guy or whatever. And she's like, "No, I wouldn't. Should I?" He's like, "Oh, I don't
think
know."
I
He's like,
have
"I
seen
don't know."
that
He's
clip.
like, "Wait, why should I? Why does it matter?" He's like, "Well, he's 6'7" black guy." He's like, "What does that matter?" And he just kind of
Yeah.
she called him out on the podcast, and it's just like, now you're gonna go back and try to play the social justice warrior after you made statements like that. Like, it's just
Yeah.
stupid.
If I'm
It's a
in
mess,
Chicago,
dude.
if I'm in Chicago, I don't care who the fuck it is. If they're in an alley, I'm fucking speed walking,
Chicago, dude,
dude.
it's Chirac.
You better start running if you're in Chicago in an alley.
Shit, man.
Well,
All
what do you
right.
think?
I think we're wrapping it up, right? I think we got games to play, dude.
Right.
What are we playing today? We got Valorant? Well, CP's got work.
I can get probably a
Yep.
Valorant in
You
before I go.
you ever think about Valorant at work, CP, when you're making those drinks?
I do.
Have you ever talked games with people while you're bartending?
Yeah. There's a lot of people there's
That's
a lot
dope.
of people that I work with that game in stream. That we've played with them. We
Okay.
played Among Us with my friend Garrett and his wife.
Okay.
His brother
I remember that.
streams. They've all come by the stream. I think they're all subs too, to the channel.
Nice.
I told him that someone watched our video and he started freaking out. He said, "You got to link me," because he was the one who wanted to edit a video for us. He wanted to do like a
Oh,
meme.
okay.
Oh, I remember
and
that.
and he still wants to. I just gotta talk to him about when, and I don't know what his editing's
Send
like.
some clips and have him put some stuff together.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've talked to people that come to the bar. Like, we'll just be casually talking about bullshit or whatever, and we'll get on the topic of like streaming and social media, and then they'll mention something, and then I'll mention something. The next thing you know, it's like, "Oh yeah, Twitch, blah blah blah. I've done it. You know, I stream, or we stream on YouTube. I got a team." It's not an everyday thing, but it depends on who it
Yeah.
is, the person. Because some people, a lot of times, we get people that are older that have no idea what it is, and then I get people that are like in their 20s and they're all about it. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll fucking make little business cards and I'll just slide them out RunsDeep YouTube channel.
You should
Dude,
put
imagine.
them as like a
yeah.
coaster under the drinks.
Oh, dude, RunsDeep coasters. That's what we need.
That's actually not a
There you
bad
go.
idea. Or bottle opener.
Or imagine we open up a place where it's a bar and a gaming area.
Gaming cafe as well.
That'd be so dope.
It would be dope.
All right. Well, shit, boys. Let's get to
We
it.
got games and drinking. That's on the schedule today.
Don't day drink too
Oh,
early
yeah.
because I need you to save some drinks for when I get home.
Yeah.
Let's do,
probably start a little bit
What
before
do you
we
guys
get
want
home.
to sign off with? What we're drinking tonight? I think I'm doing. I got one wizard staff and I got like 4 or 5 daisy cutters. That's what I'm gonna be drinking.
And you're gonna mix in a little bit of whiskey if we need to take a shot here and there.
Yeah.
True. I will do that.
I got a sugar-free Red Bull that I've been chugging along all day. Get me energized for the day and come home to some Dos Equis, some Corona, and some vodka and some whiskey. I don't know what's gonna happen tonight, but I might be hugging a toilet at some point.
Fucking, we better not get
Corona
to
and whiskey for me.
Corona and whiskey. Nice.
Yep.
And then Rob has Corona. So.
Does it?
Rob has Corona.
I say, does he? Do we know for sure yet? Has he got tested? But I don't
No,
think,
we
I
don't
don't
know
think
for
he's
sure.
been
He
tested.
probably doesn't. All right. Well, sounds good. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
All right, boys.
See ya.
Peace out.